So, a few days ago, well, actually, a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking about wearing a belt with my jeans. And I didn't really have a belt for sure that I could wear, but I knew I had this old belt that I really liked. It's cute leather, it's got this heart shaped buckle. I really liked it. So I went in and found it. Decided to probably I could wear it on the last hole, you know, 'cause I know I've lost some weight and everything. So I took it and I put it on, and just this is where I used to always wear it on the third hole. Um, yeah, it's awesome. So, uh, needless to say, there is no hole here, no hole, and that would look pretty silly. So I won't be wearing this belt, but hey, that was fun. Hey everybody, this is Shelly from Shelly's Losing to Live. I'm finally coming back again to you. It's been a long time since I've been here. I think 3 weeks or something like that. Um, it's not been bad news or anything. It's just been busy. Work has been really busy, and my dad's been in town for about a week. And it was just things kept coming up, and I just didn't get a chance to actually sit down, make a video, edit it, get it uploaded. So, my bad. But here I am, and today I am going to finally announce the winner of my giveaway from a few weeks back. So I'll get started with that. This is technically week 34 for me since having my surgery November 15th, 2016 here in Boise, Idaho. On the day of my surgery, I was 245. I suddenly can't remember. 247. I don't know. Anyway, um, the low. I don't. I have been not losing weight steadily for a while. I had a pretty good period there where I was doing the green smoothies and big salads and sensible dinner, and I did that for a couple of weeks, and I did drop a few pounds, which was very exciting. But I haven't really stuck to that very well. I want to go back to it because it did make me feel really great. But so probably for about the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been maintaining pretty well within the same 5 pounds up, 5 pounds down, 5 pounds up, 5 pounds down, pound here, pound there. So as of this morning, anyway, and this isn't even my actual weigh-in day, but good enough. I was at 168, and so give or take a pound or two, that's about where I've been leveling out. But I can't complain. I mean, 168 compared to 247 is fantastic, and I'm very grateful. We're talking almost 80 pounds lost, and I went to a family reunion yesterday. Saw some of my aunts and uncles, people that I haven't seen any since last summer, and some of them didn't even know who I was. They thought I was my little sister. Somebody even thought I was my niece, which is awesome because she's like 30. Uh, just really was fun and kind of awkward, but fun, to see that the response from people who care about me and love me. And of course, everybody wanted to know how I did it, and I honestly was honest and told them for the most part. I mean, I would just say, yeah, I've lost weight. And if they said, how are you doing this? What's the magic secret? Or, whatever. Or leading questions that I wasn't going to lie. So I told them what I did. And with the history in my family of diabetes and high blood pressure, and the fact that my mother died a few years back from complications of that, this was actually good news to them that a person could actually reverse diabetes. And I don't know if I've mentioned that or not, but I did see my own primary care physician about a month ago, and she took me off all that medication. I don't take anything for my diabetes anymore. I don't take anything for depression anymore. I don't take anything for cholesterol anymore. The only two prescriptions that I still have is the one the surgeon gave me for acid reflux, which I've never had, and I still take about 5 milligrams of a little blood pressure medication. And the only reason my blood pressure is fine when she checks it, but the only reason she wanted to leave me on that is because of the 10 years of diabetes can do damage to kidneys. And so she wanted to make sure there wasn't just, I don't know. I don't know how long I'll be taking that one, but I can deal with it. All right, so back to my giveaway. Uh, so last time, I'll show you what's in the giveaway at this point. So this is what I showed last time. I'm not doing anything weight loss related. I'm not doing anything food related. I'm not doing that. Instead, I thought I would just share with you what I like to do. And so I like to play with paper and ink. And as you can see behind me, I have a whole room full of fun. So this is a little album that I made. And you flip it open and there are little pages that flip this way and little pockets and cards and things, and you can put photos in it. You can add journaling. You can do anything you want. It's yours. Whoever wins this, I will send this out to you. Also, I have this little set of note cards. It's got this little belly band that just slides off. Let me get this off of here. And then opens up, and inside are some note size cards that you can give to friends. They're upside down. They all look the same. Thank you so much. It's just a cute little easy simple thing, but they all match and it's fun, and they have envelopes that match too. So there's that. And then the third thing is a set of things, and they're each individually wrapped in acetate sleeves. I don't know. But they are handmade cards by me, and you can send them to your friends and loved ones. You can do whatever you want. Here's a fun superhero one. Might be fun for a guy. This is a nice dimensional card. And they all come with envelopes as well. This one you have to see to believe, but when you pull the ribbon up the top, it looks like the butterfly wings are flapping or fluttering. This is a pretty dimensional friend card. This is a fun little texting card. It says, crappiest of birthdays to you. No, I meant happiest. It's just, typical auto text. When life gives you lemons, do what you like. And then just a simple thank you card. So that's my gift to you. So here are the questions as they were given to me. What I'm going to do is I had 7 people leave me a question. And so I'm going to read the question and give the answer. And I'll say who gave the question. And I have put 1 through 7 in here. And what I'll just do is pull one of these out at the end, and that's who gets my bundle. All right, so the first question was from T. Bruin. And she said, what type of exercise have I been doing? Well, really, I probably since week 2 of my surgery, a little bit of walking, not very much. When the doctor released me to go ahead and exercise, and I can't remember now if that was 4 weeks or 6 weeks, I think 6 weeks, but I don't know. I started working, just kind of working out on the treadmill, and I worked up to walking on the treadmill. And then about 2 months into that, I started doing the Couch to 5K program. I got an app at the Apple Store on my phone, and I just take it out there to my treadmill, and I worked up until I could run a whole 5K. So that's all I've done is walking and running, mostly just walking. Sometimes I'll do a minimum of 30 minutes on my treadmill every morning. I say every as in Monday through Friday. I don't really do that on the weekends. And then during at work, I get 2 15-minute breaks. I try to take them both, and if I do, I'll usually use them to walk around the block, and that's about 15 minutes. And then lunchtime, I'll eat my lunch, maybe 20 minutes, and take the last 40 minutes and I walk around the neighborhood. And honestly, that's the best because it de-stresses me from work because I have a pretty stressful job. So I find that very nice to just get away from the office and walk. And that's really all I have done. Okay, so question number 2 is from Kimberly XOVSG. And she asked me, is it harder to lose weight now, um, meaning farther out from surgery? Yes. I am, what is it, 34 weeks. So we're talking about 9 months from surgery. And I've got to say, the first 5 months, it was probably really, I could count on losing weight every time I weighed in. And now, not so much. I have to work a lot harder for it. But in reality, and if I put it all into perspective, I'm like maybe 15 pounds from goal. And, even I remember hearing, of people that I always thought didn't need to lose any weight saying, well, if I could only lose 15 more pounds, and I just wanted to smack them on. So maybe that's who I am now, as one of those people. But we all want to hit our goal. So yeah, it's really harder to lose the weight now. And I think along with that, maybe it wouldn't be harder if I was more focused. And I'm not as focused as I used to be. I'm, creeping in some foods I probably should just have avoided altogether. But I'm using that moderation thing. But honestly, that's also bull. But um, so yeah, it is harder to lose weight. Not that I don't want to hit that magic number, and I plan on it. I will, but yeah, harder. Question number 3 was from Sleevy G. She wanted to know if my relationships had changed since losing weight. I'm not sure. Um, yes, but not in a negative way. I thought that it might. Um, I was concerned that my husband may not like it as much, but if he doesn't, he keeps it to himself. He's pretty supportive of it all. At work, I mean, I've gotten a lot of attention. I guess you can't lose this much weight and not have people comment on it constantly, and it does happen a lot. Everybody, wow, look at you, you look great, you look great, you look great. I haven't had to. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a good question to answer maybe after a year. I think I'm going to look back on things then. I mean, if anything, I think people have been pretty supportive. Um, I wouldn't say there's been any jealousy or anything like that. Maybe a little bit of assumption that, oh, I took the easy way out, maybe. But I don't let anybody get away with that if they know that I had surgery and I've lost weight, and because there's no easy way out of this. It may be easier because I've been successful for a change, but it's not easy. So I can't answer that one yet, Sleevy. Sorry. And then question number 4 from Shrinking Kathy. She wanted to know what I'm going to do to celebrate when I hit my goal. And I had not even considered this before. Um, I don't know. What should I do? I pretty much treat myself to whatever I want whenever I want it, although there are some things that I really would like to do, such as I would like to travel. I would really like to go to Europe again. I want to go to Scotland really bad, or Ireland, but really Scotland. But I don't really want to travel alone. My husband is not that excited about the idea of traveling, and his job doesn't let him get away. I don't know. I don't know. Um, have to think on that one. I've already been buying the clothes. I've already been treating myself to, you know, craft supplies or my toys. Um, what are you guys all gonna do when you hit goal to celebrate? I don't know. I would like to hear some of your ideas. Question number 5 was from Lacey, VSG, and she wanted to know, was that a craft room that I was sitting in? Yeah, I love to. I've always loved to draw and paint and do whatever, and I just kind of got into the scrapbooking and card making. Have I don't know hobby, I guess, a few years back, and um, just in the last 2 years, I became a demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And I bought a lot of craft supplies through them because it's pretty much just I'm a hobbyist, but I do it, to keep active, um, be able to get my product cheaper, so I stay active in that sense. Mm, Prior to that, I was in a lot of design groups for scrapbooking stores and companies online, and my blog was used to promote their product. And so they would give me free product in order to highlight their stuff for sale. So that's where a lot of this accumulation comes from, and I love it. I love this stuff, and I love to come up here and be creative. And um, yeah, I should get out more, probably. Question number 6 was from C. Jane Shrink, and she wanted to know, because I was have been following Dr. V, um, Duck Bong, and even though he's not my surgeon, I do like the fact that he's a support surgeon and he does help sleevers and gastric bypass and whatever surgery you had, help get through the emotional and the physical aspects of this whole process. And um, so was being really good about the green smoothie in the morning and the big salad for lunch and a sensible dinner, but that meant no more snacking. And I had been relying heavily on the snacks. So Jane wanted to know, because I had stopped snacking, as he suggests, had it affected my calories? And yeah, um, I have a lot of questions about that because it's so different than anything my nutritionist or my doctor's office suggests, as far as, they want us to get all this protein in, and don't count carbs. They didn't care about that. They just wanted all this protein. And it's really hard to get the protein in when you're mostly just doing plant-based um, diet. I did eat meat too, for dinner, maybe some on my salad, but not as much as I had been. And when I would stick it into my Fitness Pal, and look at the calories, it was like, oh, my protein was really low. And so it's hard to wrap my mind around that sometimes. And am I getting enough nutrition in and everything? But I've had my blood work done, and so far so good. Everything looks really healthy. My doctor's happy, thinks I'm really healthy. So, and I did feel so much better when I was more plant-based and less processed cheeses and things. But I do like my cheese, so I'll probably still eat that. But yeah, I did notice that the calories were affected. Um, Either like really low in protein, but the calories looked okay, or if I went higher in protein, then I'm just adding extra food to my day and I didn't really need it. But I did find that I didn't really miss the snacks, which surprised me. So I don't know. I've been trying to not snack, and I still have been trying not to snack, except for when I'm home on vacation, and then I'm a total porker. I just eat anything I want. It's terrible, terrible. So then the last question is question number 7 from Tiny Teresa, and she wanted to know um, if I have a Cricut. Well, as a matter of fact, I do. I do have a Cricut. I got it for Christmas about, I don't know, 8 years ago. It sits down here. I have lots of cartridges and such, but honestly, I don't ever use it. I used to, but I don't ever use it. I use a die cut, the Big Shot die cut, a machine. It's just a hand crank. thing. You push the dies through. My company sells them, and so I really am heavily into that more so than the Cricut. But it does the same thing. And but I have one, and I every now and then, I'll pull it out and it makes big letters for posters and stuff, and I really like that. So yes, and she also asked if I sew, and I do know how to sew. Back in the days of junior high, I took sewing, home ec, and learned how to sew, and I took that into high school as well. And my sister was very good at that, and so we always had a sewing machine in our house. And when I was in high school, I actually sewed a lot of my clothes because that was the thing girls did in the 70s. And but I don't anymore. I've sewed, I've mended things on my sewing machine. I've sewed on cards. That's kind of fun. Um, I don't know. I would like to. It's fun to get the pattern in the fabric and cut it all out and put it together, but it's so cheap to go buy it at the store that I haven't really had the urge to do that much anymore. But I do like hand like embroidery and knitting and crocheting. Some of those bins you see back there are full of yarn. I'm working on some crocheted stuff right now. I made an Afghan actually. I will show it to you. I made this last month or so. It's just a bunch of little granny squares. It's so soft and cuddly. And even though it's 102 degrees outside today, I still get so cold in my house with air conditioning on. And any of you that have had surgery know how that is because we're always cold. So that's the 7 questions from my giveaway video. So now, drum roll. We will pick a winner. I have no idea. So anybody? It's for anybody. And it's number 5, which is Lacey VSG. Okay, Lacey, send me your information to my email address, and I'll post it down below too. And I will get a package sent out to you. So send me your mailing address. I don't know if I said that, but anyway, and I'll get this sent out to you. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Sorry I've been so long, but I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye-bye.